Meta advertising changed tremendously in 2025. So there are a few things you really need to know. First thing first, I hope you have heard about Meta Andromeda. If you have not, this is really the time that you need to understand what is Meta Andromeda. Whereby Meta Andromeda is ads retrieval engine that Meta built from ground up. You just imagine you're driving a car with less Meta advertising, and halfway through when you're speeding, Meta just changed the engine entirely without you knowing while you're driving it. It's amazing. So what they boast about this Andromeda, which is the latest back-end ads retrieval engine, because what they will do here is they claim this to be the most powerful way that they can really match the best ad to the best consumer behavior or customer journey when they are really at it. And when you optimize and you take a full advantage of Meta Andromeda, you are able to boost your return on advertising spend tremendously because Meta can really know what people really want to see and which part of the customer journey they are at right now, and how you can really show the best ad to make them take the like the best action that benefits your business. So if you look at the whole thing, right, it's the ad that is really important right now, but not just that, it's the campaign structure that really plays a role. So at the moment, if you are doing a sales campaign, lead campaign, and apps promotion campaign, these three, you have what we call this an Advantage Plus campaign structure on. Like other things like engagement and all that, we still don't have Advantage Plus campaign, but you may have it pretty soon because that's what Meta wants to do. Because with Advantage Plus, they claim to be able to match your ad to the best audience targeting. But having said that, it's not the best answer for everyone. You have to still test it, but it's really important for you to understand the structure of the campaign, what kind of structure that works best right now. So if you want to say, for example, you want to go for a sales campaign, if you want to take advantage of Meta Andromeda, okay, now let's come back to Meta Andromeda. So what Meta Andromeda claim here is that they're able to match the best audience intent with the best ad, right? So let's say, for example, this is how I actually kind of give example to my clients right now. Say, for example, if you sell kitchen appliances, where let's say baking appliances, right? So different people buy for different reasons. So let's say if there is a mom posted something on Facebook saying that, oh, I really love to see how my son is picking up baking. Now that if Meta knows this is mom posting about her son, so if you have an ad of a young man using your kitchen appliances or your baking appliances, Meta is going to show this ad to this mom. And if you allow Meta to do ads optimization and stuff, Meta would say best ad for the young one. All right. Now, on the other hand, if a father posted an Instagram story about the wife and the daughter baking together in the kitchen, okay, so when that happens, Meta knows that this is a father and he cares about the family, happy family. He envisioned a happy family when he sees the wife and the daughter baking together. So if you have a happy family ad, Meta is gonna show this ad to the father and say, best gift for your loved ones. So this is how Meta is gonna invade into our life and really predict what kind of ad we would love to see and what kind of ad would match our buying intent at the best level. So if you want to do this, if you can look at it, right, the ad plays a very important role. But having said that, in order to take full advantage, you need to go for Advantage Plus campaign. So at the moment, what works for us right now is single ad set campaign. Whereby back then, if you follow me, I have been preaching about single ad set. Whereby if we want to make sure that we carry the best ad going forward as long as we can and scale it effectively, we usually just put one ad in each asset, and then for whatever that is working, we're just going to scale the budget on and on and on. But now, when Andromeda kicks in, Advantage Plus wants to work in this way where they are treating the ads as a portfolio right now instead of just single ads. So just imagine Meta wants to have a portfolio of ads targeting different persona. All right, like the example that I just gave you. You want to have an ad targeting mom, you want to have an ad targeting father, you want to have an ad targeting young parents, you want to have an ad targeting the older age people. So it really depends on what kind of stuff that you're selling right now. But you need to design the ad that appears to all your custom persona. And when we build that, right, we put all the ads into single ad set. So the campaign structure become very simple. one campaign, one ad set, but we have multiple ads in it. And based on our observation, the structure that works best is something that when you have more than 10 ads in it. So when you have more than 10 ads in it, you're allowing Meta to really learn. Over time, it's going to do better and better. But having said that, based on what we observe right now, it may take 2 weeks to a month for the whole campaign to stabilize. So when we are testing this, I really wouldn't recommend that you kill the entire whatever campaign that you're running right now just to embrace Andromeda, because it may take some time to stabilize. So in order to keep your momentum going for your sales and leads generation campaign, you want to keep the current campaign running at a certain budget. And then when then you start testing with the Andromeda and Advantage Plus campaign structure. When you're ready to switch over, then you slowly move the budget over when you see everything is picking up pretty well. So that's how I would actually recommend the approach. But having said that, because now that we have a new structure, the way we analyze the campaign is different. We actually look at different metrics right now. We don't really approach the single ad, because sometimes, let's say, for example, like when you have some ads that are targeting older age people, they may not be working that well. That's because we don't really have a lot of chance of showing this ad, because we don't have a lot of opportunity. But when Meta sees the opportunity, you want the ad to be there. So we don't really play around with what ads works better right now. Rather, we look at the whole thing as a portfolio. As long as the end result is still going well at the ad set or the campaign level, we just keep it going. But when it comes to optimization and scaling, okay, we will probably maintain a different testing structure. Like some of my clients are having a test campaign. When they're more ready, they will, like when they see some winners and all that, they will bring the winning ads into the existing campaign and keep it going and going. And over time, we select and retire as and when we see some ad fatigue and all that comes in. So the way we manage the campaign and analyze the campaign and optimize the campaign has changed tremendously. But really, it really depends on what campaign you are having, what business you're in, what industry you're in. So the way we approach Meta Andromeda, as in like the structure is a little bit different. So that's all I have when it comes to Meta advertising in 2026. AI is going to step in big time, whereby Meta really believe that the AI is going to do really well. But yes, to a certain extent, it's really quite well right now. But I still believe that there are still rooms to improve and all. But at the moment, I really think you should really consider, like taking advantage on Meta Andromeda, because in 2026, if you don't, right, you'll be left behind. There are a lot of things that are changing. You want to make sure that you're staying updated with this. So if you've been running ads in the past and you have been using the same structure, especially it's been, like at least 1 or 2 years old, you really want to look into your entire campaign structure and see what are the things that you should change. So really, because this is really something that I truly believe is going to impact your campaign performance. If you have not, you probably have seen some decline or instability in your campaign right now, because Meta Andromeda really kick in August 2025. And, September, October, things were really shaky for a lot of my clients. That's why we really had to change and improvise and adopt the new framework. And things really are really stabilizing right now. I really wish that you take advantage. So please take whatever my recommendation and start testing different way. But if you need help, like you want somebody who have done it to come in and look at your campaign structure and see how we can best optimize it for the Andromeda era now, which is the, like we're entering 2026. How Meta advertising work right now is you really want to look into how we can change things. I provide one-on-one Meta ads coaching, whereby this is how, a lot of things we can't just come in and, like give you, this is the best, antidote that you can fix all your problems and all that. We usually, especially Andromeda, different business has got different structure that we need to adopt and analyze, and experiment. So I really encourage that you look at my one-on-one Meta ads coaching. This is a monthly subscription program whereby we will meet once a week, really to look at what's happening, what's working, what's not working, and then we tweak it one step at a time. Usually a month or two, it should be good, but some clients choose to work with me for long term. So if you have been running ads, you're not sure, you've been facing some bottleneck, you want to break through, you're not sure what's not working or what's working in your campaign, you want to really scale it, or you have some, volatility in your campaign performance lately, you want to really adopt and the so-called the Andromeda update and all to make sure that your structure is optimized for 2026. I would like to invite you to book a one-on-one discussion with me and see how we can best work together to stabilize the campaign. This is a one-on-one. Like I say, I can't really take a lot of clients, but let's take a look at how we can best help your business thrive in Meta advertising in 2026. All right. So if that's something that you're looking for, then scan this QR code and I look forward to talk to you.